Hello, everyone, here playing Farming Simulator 22 on Frankenmuth, Michigan, and I'm attempting to have Courseplay spray our last field for weeds, everyone. We started on this here last episode, and I would say it's not going the greatest, Evan. Courseplay is, for one thing, if it doesn't help, Evan, the Courseplay generated here. Oh my goodness, Evan, it's just, yeah, it is one derpy Courseplay course, that's for sure, so that doesn't help. I'm not entirely sure why Courseplay, what it did, everyone, it came in through the circle, it went all the way around, came back around, and then, why it didn't, I don't know. Anyway, Courseplay's doing some really derpy things, Evan, that's for sure. I'm not even entirely sure what it's doing here at the moment. It's, what is it doing? It's like it's going reverse down the course here. Apparently, it's trying to get somewhere, I don't know where, but I'm going to leave him to it. If we go check the map here a minute, everyone, he's like, I don't know, maybe halfway or so sprayed with the field here. Maybe not even quite halfway. We got the headland done, of course, but... And then, yeah, of course, with 6, everyone, it's not letting us spray because we don't own it, which makes sense, right? Actually, what is in field 6? Field 6 needs rolling, apparently. Is it a grass field? Nothing. Oh, field 6 is empty. Okay, there's nothing in field 6. Okay, today I learned. Anyway, oh, there he is. That's what he's trying to get to this line so he can spray that. Okay. And then he's going to go to the next line there, I guess. Yeah. And then, of course, then we got this weird line that just cuts right straight through the house there. Obviously, we have not gotten to that line yet, I guess, anyway. Because he hasn't tried that trick yet. Anyway. Yeah, we're going to leave him to it, everyone. We're going to go ahead and start spraying some of the fields. When I say spray, we're going to start fertilizing some of the fields here that need to be fertilized yet. And where was that fertilizer spreader? I know, oh, I seen him here a few minutes ago. Where'd he go? Well, that's him. Okay, well, I guess we'll just start tabbing on. Looking for the self-propelled sprayer here, of course. Make sure that's not it. Nope. Where is our self-propelled sprayer? Around here somewhere. I can sense it. There we go. Okay. And, of course, when it comes to the self-propelled sprayer, we're going to be trying out that Isaraya. I think that's something like how you say that, everyone. Seeing how that works here when it comes to fertilizing. Speaking of which, I should make sure. I think I have this equipped with it. I'm pretty sure. Let's double-check that here a minute. Customize. Yes, I do. Yep. Yeah, that's what I thought. Might as well throw some repair on this while we're at it. And, sure, why not? Why not? We'll just throw some paint on there. Okay, now let's see what's here. What fields need to be fertilized here again? So nitrogen. So pretty much all of these fields need it, and that's actually, yeah, we're parked right up here. Might as well start there. Seems like a good spot to start. We'll just work our way across all these fields here. So yeah, I'm kind of curious having to see how this is going to work when it comes to fertilizer. I guess this is supposed to be a variable rate. Apply it based on what the plants needs. Not sure how that's going to work in the game here. I guess we're going to find out, right? Okay, get some GPS lined up here a moment. And we want a 0-degree course, auto with that, almost 160 feet. Yeah, we need to move over just a little bit more here. Oh, a little more, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Always like to have just a little bit of overlap there myself. Okay, and we're ready. Let's turn the sprayer on. And we should be, I guess, a variable rate applying. Increasing nitrogen level to optimal value for potatoes and silty clay. Oh, started up really high there. Now it's down just a little bit. And I don't need to, like, turn this thing on or something, do I? Turn off spray. Turn on crop. Oh, wait. Alt-B. Ah, maybe I do. Okay. Turn on the crop sensor there. And curiosity, if we go look at the map here, yeah, can't really see any changes on the map, can we? At least not yet, anyway. Be interesting to see once we're done if maybe there's going to be some slight differences. Of course, again, when it comes to different crop types here, we're going to see some variations in what is needed on the field. It still seems like, Evan, the biggest factor is the soil type here in the game. That seems to be what Giants has gone with as far as like what is required for different areas of the field. That also is what affects yield as well, it seems like, which, I mean, yeah, no doubt, Evan. Soil type definitely affects yield. I don't know, is it the biggest contributor to yield, though, everyone? Okay, and of course, we got a little jog in the field there, so we got to go down to this section. Oh, speaking of down in this part of the field, I mean, I don't know if I did this. I think I did this off camera. I went ahead and added a little buffer zone here down on this side of the field. Before it pretty much went up to the road ditch there, everyone. That I painted, I think it's about a width and a half worth there, just to give some room to turn around. Kind of like we've done with all our potato fields here so far. So I need to put the potato planter away yet as well. He's still sitting down there, as is the lime spreader. We got some equipment to put away. Oh well, we'll get to that here. We're not technically quite down to planting season yet. Well, we're done planting. We just need to finish fertilizing and spraying weeds now. Speaking of spraying weeds, how are we looking over here? We still going? No, we're not. I don't think, anyway. Let's shut you off here just a minute. Yeah, he is stuck there, isn't he? Last waypoint, and keep going. There we go. Hopefully, anyway. Yeah, Courseplay keeps, oh, is he not happy with that? I guess he's not happy with that. Courseplay keeps getting stuck trying to cross this ditch here, everyone. When it came to, you know, avoidance, when it's trying to avoid this little split between the field, I guess, if you will. And as a result, it doesn't always get stuck. It has made it across it a couple of times, though. It seems like the vast majority of times it keeps getting stuck there. I'm to the point I should probably really just like do this field myself here, because yeah, Horseplay is just being ridiculously derpy with this, and unfortunately, I don't know. Well, what I probably should do, everyone, is basically take the paint tool and just paint a wider width between those fields there. That way, Courseplay won't detect this as all one field. It's actually taking all three fields here and detecting it as all one field. 7, 6, and 5 here. Courseplay thinks it's all one field when, of course, obviously it's not. Well, one good thing about having see and spray on the sprayer, everyone, at least when it comes to going over parts that have already been sprayed, the sprayer does shut off for that, so that is kind of nice, everyone. So even though we do have a field that's just plumb chock full of weeds here, it does actually still have, yeah, actually, as you can see right there, everyone, it does have a little bit of a benefit yet. I don't think, if we didn't have see and spray on it, I'm pretty sure it would just be on the entire boom here at this point, even though, again, this part of the field doesn't actually need to be sprayed. Making progress here slowly but surely, I guess. Like I said, I don't know. I'd probably be better off if I just did it myself. Anyway, back to our spraying job here. Should still be locked on GPS yet, I do believe. Yes, we are. See the green dots there. And this, by the way, is primarily what we're probably going to be working on here this episode. I'm hoping next episode, by the way, we're maybe going to start working on the factories here again. Again, we'll rebuild the 2 factories we kind of sort of demolished there. We'll get them filled back up and running here again. And then it'll probably just skip some time through summer, and it'll be on to harvest. So, yeah, depending on how long it takes to harvest, everyone, we'll be ready to switch maps here probably in the next couple of weeks. Maybe the next week? Hard to say, everyone. Hard to say. See what sort of we end up here. Yeah, so far we're looking pretty good with the liquid fertilizer and the sprayer here. Guess it doesn't automatically turn off when it gets to the end, does it? Well, actually, that's kind of weird, Evan. It really should, shouldn't it? Thought it would have turned off when it got over that section. I guess not. Which begs the question here. Once it lets me go to it anyway. Oh, that's... Okay, that's probably why then. I'm still registering this as a field up here. So it is trying to spray. Because you notice it actually is counting that as being sprayed there. Or fertilized anyway, I should say. Rather interesting if you ask me. Interesting that we have a little bit of a, like a yellow streak there. I wonder what's up with that. That's kind of interesting. One thing I've noticed too, we definitely got some variability going on in 21 here. Not exactly sure what's contributing to that. Don't know. Well, anyway, let's head over to the comments here. We'll read a few comments a moment. 13 Dixie Fried was saying the tractor's going so fast, the tracks look like they're not even moving. Oh, yes. And that, by the way, Evan, that's not just a optical illusion in the game. That actually happens in real life, too. And you get to that right speed, too, Evan, not only does it look like they're not moving, sometimes it looks like they're going in reverse. For those of you who ever driven, rid on a tractor, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. When, like I said, you get to that right speed, and probably depends on the type of tire and the size of the tire you have as well, Evan. But rather than looking like it's going forward, it'll actually look like it's going in reverse. And then, of course, like Dixie Fried said, too, not only in that case, it actually looks like it's stopped. Very, very strange, if you ask me, Evan. Just the way it is, I guess. You know what? I think we better, do a headland pass across here. Otherwise, we're going to have to, like, somehow back into the ditch to get started here or something. Don't quite want to do that if I don't have to. Now, we are crossing on to two different crop types here, so I'm not entirely sure what it's going to do with that. I guess we'll find out. Is it actually going to fertilize to the correct amount? Or is it going to try to raise or lower? I'm not sure which way it goes with the potatoes and the sunflowers here, but either raise the potatoes up to the sunflower level or lower the potatoes down to it. Not sure. I guess we'll find out. Or vice versa. Keith was saying you can see your progress with spraying by using the mini map. I don't... Can you? You sure about that there, Keith? Because I don't think when it comes to spraying, and I'm talking about spraying weeds, and when I say spraying weeds, I'm talking about pre-emergence, everyone. Or essentially what we're going to call pre-emergence in the game. Because, again, when I realize the pre-emergence doesn't actually exist in the game per se, but what we're going to call pre-emergence in the game, everyone, I don't think you can see on that map. Can you? I don't have any fields to test this with, I don't think, at the moment. So, like I was saying, Evan, I don't think you can, but I could be wrong on that. Oh, I'm hoping that hired worker, or course play, actually, I should say, is actually finally, like, done with some of the derpiness here on Field 5. And 7 and 6, for that matter. Brennado, I think is how you say it. I was saying, I can remember playing John Deere Drive Green with my dad when times were simpler. Oh, yes, John Deere Drive Green. I don't know if I'd quite go as far as calling that a farming simulator, but tractor driving simulation, I guess, kind of, sort of. Oh, yes, that's an old game, everyone. John Deere Drive Green. Now, what I really liked, Evan, I think it was the John Deere American Farmer. If I remember correctly, I think that was the title of it. I remember playing a lot of that back in the day. That was a fun game to play. I think that... Okay, and we're back here. Ooh, let me turn the sprayer back on. I ran out of disk space on recording here again. I should really need to clean out that hard drive, apparently. Oh, we need to keep going here just a little bit to finish up that corner of the field. There we go. Okay. And out of curiosity, if we go check, I want to see how we did. Okay, as I suspect, I mean, it did bring the potatoes up to what the potato field needed, and then it adjusted 24 down to what it needed, essentially. Although in this one spot, it went green. I'm not sure what's up with that there. I guess it needed more there for some reason. No idea. And actually, how is our sprayer up here doing? Looks like he is still going. Excellent. Okay, well, let's keep spraying ourselves here. Work our way across the sunflower field. And then, yes, as I was saying before, rudely got interrupted by running out of disk space. Talking about John Deere Drive Green. And then, of course, John Deere. I think it was called John Deere American Farmer. Does that sound right? I think that was the name. Oh, turn it on here a minute. Oops. I think it was John Deere American Farmer, if I remember correctly. That one, as I was saying, or maybe haven't said yet, depending on where I got cut off there. Used to play a lot of that game there. That was a fun game, if you ask me. And if I remember correctly, I think that game was older than John Deere Drive Green. There was really no tractor simulation or driving in that game, everyone. That was more of a, what would you call that style game? Kind of more like a up above view as you kind of controlled the tractors, I guess you could say. However, you obviously didn't actually drive them, everyone. Straight Sick Attic was saying hello. Dairy Farmer was saying you should try West By for your next map. I know a lot of people have suggested that as well, but we'll see once maybe when we're looking for another map once we're done with the next one here. Again, as I've said before, I do have one picked out here for the next series. I'm hoping it'll be a fun one. I guess we'll find out once we start playing on it. And it's actually the one I wanted to do before this one, everyone, but there was supposed to be a new version of that one coming out, so I decided, you know what, let's wait. And by the new version of that one is out. We're on version 2 for that map. There it goes. I was going to say, it should start or stop spraying any second here. We did do a headland pass there. There we go. Apparently the sunflowers don't need quite as much fertilizer as the potatoes did. Still not sure I'm understanding the purpose of this crop sensor thing, though. Is it actually like variably changing it? I don't know. Is it? I don't know. How do you tell? Got the crop sensor on, right? Crop sensor off. Pretty sure if it says it's off, it's actually on. I think that's how that works anyway. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be changing anything. I was expecting to see maybe, you know, more results like we're seeing over on like 21 here. That's why I thought we might see a little more like that, but not so far, everyone. And I'm very curious, by the way, as to why we have that on field 21. I don't know why it's doing that over there, everyone. I'm not really not sure. Don't know. By the way, again, everyone, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button there. Always very much appreciated. And, of course, once you are subscribed, make sure you click on that bell notification. That way you are notified when the latest, greatest RDAllen video goes live. And then don't forget to have them down in the description there. You can find the links to the rest of my social media channels. If you'd like to follow me over on Facebook and Instagram. And then don't forget, along with that, everyone, I do live stream over on Twitch as well. Again, that's RDAllen on Twitch. Link is down below for that as well. And then, as I've mentioned in previous videos, everyone, lately I've been live streaming around the 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time Zone. So, again, that's around 8 o'clock. And, of course, we try to focus on the multiplayer server when it comes to those live streams. You know, occasionally playing some other games as well, like, you know, Lawn Mowing Simulator. Surprisingly not a bad game, by the way, for anyone considering that one. Surprisingly not bad. Okay, sprayer still going yet? Did I not, like, see him from this map or something? Do I have to go back to this one? I guess I have to go back to this one. That's actually odd. Why can I not... Like, I can see all the other equipment. Why can I not see the Courseplay Sprayer over him? That's kind of weird. It's just me. Oh, it looks like we actually might finally almost be done with that field. Finally. Like I said, definitely a Courseplay nightmare on that field. Pretty sure really the best way to probably fix that one would be to actually, like, add a wider dividing path or wider divide between those fields. Well, so far I've not had to fill up with fertilizer here yet. I kind of thought maybe we would by this point. But, oh, is that... Boy, look at that line. I mean, that's like right down that side. Perfect. Close enough. We're going to call it anyway. I'm going with it. Going back to our fertilizer. Yep, looking good, Evan. Like I said, looking good. Oh, I should probably check that. Lime on 25. Lime on 25 does not look particularly good, does it? Might have to get... Ooh, and also the 5. I thought we had checked those. I could be wrong, though, Evan. Could be wrong. As long as it says the pH is okay, I'm okay with that. And I'm like a little up and down the field simulator, right, everyone? Now, the rows are lining up real nicely here at the moment, aren't they? And yes, by the way, when there is an extra set of nozzles there behind the rear tires, just to make sure the plants that are in the tire path tracks there get a good dose of chemical, right? I don't know in the fertilizer here if is that quite so important for fertilizer? I think that's more for weeds, isn't it? Someone correct me if I'm wrong on that, but okay, next path. Feels like I skipped one here, but no, this is just sprayers this wide. 160-foot booms, everyone. 160-foot two-piece booms, too, yeah, I believe, right? Because, yeah, it doesn't be the breakaway on the end, but I don't believe it actually folds here, I don't think, if I remember correctly. I guess I have to fold it up again. Again, we've talked about that before when it comes to the breakaways here on the ends of the booms. The ends of most booms are designed... You know, if they hit a fence post or an electric pole, or usually call them telephone poles, right? Technically electric poles. Or a tree line or something like that, everyone. The end of the boom can break away or pivot away from whatever they got hit by. Usually either some sort of, you know, spring system or whatever. And it's obviously hinged right at the... I'm trying to zoom in right at this point here, there. So, like, the last, I don't know, was that 10 feet of boom or something like that, everyone on here? Not exactly sure how large it is on this particular sprayer, but... Oh, are we going to have enough fertilizer to finish the other potato field here as well? It's going to be close. It's going to be close. And then once we're done with this, by the way... Is this the last? This might be all that needs to be fertilized, everyone. I'll have to maybe... like I've done with most of the fields, I'm going to just run around quick on some of these fields here, double check and see where we're at, because we got so much going on, everyone. Hard to keep track of. We are really, and I mean really, expanded our farming operation here for this season, that is for sure. Oh my. I mean, how many days has it taken us, Evan, to plant all this? We've spent the last... What has it been? A week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that, Evan? I forget exactly how long, but we started this here a while back, getting all these fields taken care of, and we're finally, I would say with this episode, we're pretty much finally done. And whatever little bit is left, we'll probably finish up here between episodes, so... Like I said, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Speaking of looking good, Evan, it seems like a good time here to wrap it up for this episode. Check the map here one more time. Are we not putting fertilizer down on this field? Oh, that's right. Gotta go back. There we go. Nitrogen, there we go. Okay, I was gonna say. I was starting to wonder that. That makes sense. I mean, yep, that's what we should be seeing there. Putting a higher application rate down on the potato field here again. So anyway, I was about to say before looking into that, we're gonna wrap it up again. If you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.